So for the intermediate training, you want to engage our core more and use a little bit more arm strength and leg strength. So we use the same poses that we learned yesterday. Make sure your mat's in a good place so you can follow that alignment. So the poses that we learned yesterday, we just build upon them, okay? So this is our sumo squat. Remember how to get into it quickly with our forearm press. Once we're here, we're going to open up wide, grab for a leg loop, get it behind the knee, and come to a floating Buddha. So usually in the teacher trainings, I'm really adamant about learning the names. I'm going to be a little bit more laxed about the names, and I'll just repeat them as much as possible. So I think this is going to be okay with your feet there. Don't worry about it too much, okay? Okay, great. So we're just going to swing up from side to side. Really nice. Okay. So once we're in our floating Buddha, this is our chilaxin arms. Keep your hips heavy, heart open. Let it feel good to stretch through the back body, into the obliques, into the quadratus. Hips are heavy, head is relaxed. That's the pose. Okay, great. Nice, guys. Okay, from here we're going to come to center. So this is how I quickly switch to get into positions. I use my feet to move the leg loops to the arches. See if you can do that. Okay, you can always use your hands, but just see if you can get the feet to cooperate. Okay? So we're pushing down the strong leg. Now we're going to open up our arms. We're going to hold on to the swing. We're going to push our hips up towards the sky and lean back. This is the ladle position. Okay? Get the swing into the sweet spot. And then we're not going to use our arms to pull, we're going to use our core. We're going to pull our knees into our chest and crunch. So bring your knees towards your nose. Stay nice and flat. And then inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. So I call this rowing. This is going to be our main core strengthener coming from the floated Buddha position. So do 10 of those if you can. Notice my hands are not gripping, but they're sliding up and down. Okay, so instead of using your arms to lift you, use your core. Okay, if you do 50 of these every day, it'll be amazing. Exhale, squeeze, inhale, expand. So we're stretching the belly every time we come down. A little sacred pause in the middle there. And squeeze. Really good, guys. Okay. After your last one, come to sit. Now I'm going to switch back to the ankles. So you just kind of use your feet to get the leg loops back into position. See if you can figure that out. Use the magic. Come back into our windshield wipers. This is our integration point. Whenever I come to windshield wipers, it's stretching the connective tissue like we talked about yesterday, but it's also giving me a moment to reset. They use down dog in a yoga class typically to neutralize the spine. I use the swagger positions. Straight from side to side. Okay, great. We're going to come through center. Let's review our half flow. Inhale to the arms. Exhale, go ahead and lean back into star. So keep everything the same. Just rotate your chest up towards the sky. Beautiful, guys. Flex your fingers back and shake them out for jazz hands. Shake it out. Get a nice nerve stretch. Okay, squeeze the legs together. Squeeze the hands into prayer. Press the hips up towards the sky. Reverse namaste. So you're really holding on strongly with the forearms. See if you can keep your hands at your chest. They tend to slide down. See if you can keep that hook. Fingers are pointing towards your face and not towards the sky. Okay? Hold on to the swing. Slide into a legal position. All this is really familiar, right? Swim your arms down overhead. Palms towards the sky. So from your toes to your fingertips, you're squeezing the energy towards the center line, pouring it out towards the ground. Okay? Swim the arms back up. Inhaling up. Exhale, sink the hips down. Okay, I'm going to watch you one more time to give you some cues for that one. Inhale to the arms. Exhale, star. Lean back. squeeze the legs together, squeeze the hands into prayer. Push the hips towards the sky, lean back, beautiful. Point the fingers towards the face, not the sky. Nice strong arms. Okay, reach up, grab for the swing. Keep your hips up the whole time, just let yourself wiggle into position. Beautiful, guys. So now long arms overhead. Yeah, palms up. Squeeze the toes towards one another. Nice long leg. Don't spill the gravy like you're a ladle, right? Don't spill the gravy. Beautiful, guys. And now you can really feel the energy starting to drain out. Okay, reach up and grab for the swing. Swim your arms up. So head up, hips down. Find that pivot point. Okay, so we're starting to learn the pivot points, and I'm going to just show you guys. You're going to watch for one breath and just notice that when my hips come up, my head comes down. Okay, my head comes up, my hips come down. They're going to work together. This is going to be really important for the roundhouse split. Now just try that. Don't use your hands. Okay, just push your hips up towards the sky. You can squeeze the legs together. Keep the upper body draped down. Now as the head comes up, I want the hips to come down, and you can let the swing start to slide. Good. I know it sounds really simple, but this is really hard for people to get once we learn. Okay, so watch for the next round what we're going to do, and then we'll do it together. We're going to learn how to frog swim. So we learn how to swim so we can start to change planes of existence. This is our first real flip in the swing. Okay, so from my reverse namaste, I come down through ladle, swim the arms overhead, and then I'm going to swim my arms back behind me. I'm going to point towards my toes. Those are my toes. Then I'm going to point out to the side and bring my toes with me. And then I'm going to point in front of me. I'm going to touch my toes, and then bring them back around to the side and then behind me. Okay, out to the side, in front, touch your toes, bring them back around. So I call it a frog swim. See if you can do it. Okay? So I'm going to come on up, come to sit, and we'll go through one round together. I'll come around and help you if you get stuck, but this is when we're changing planes of existence, when we bring our feet up over our head, and that's when it gets a little confusing for our little brains sometimes. We're creating new circuitry. Really powerful stuff. Inhale through the arms. Exhale, star. Inhale, squeeze the legs together, squeeze the hands into prayer. Press the hips up towards the sky and lean back. Inhale, hold on to the swing. Slide into ladle. Exhale, the arms up overhead. Okay, great. Now from here, go ahead and reach back for your toes. Reach back towards your toes. Yep, squeeze the legs together the whole time. Okay. Now you can bring your arms wide, bring your toes wide. So you can find that position right there. Okay? Now what I want you to do is bring your fingers pointing forward, and then bring your toes pointing forward. Touch your toes. Good. Now bring your toes wide, bring your fingers wide, and then bring your toes back and bring your fingers back. One more time. Bring your fingers wide, bring your toes wide, bring your fingers in front, touch your toes. Nice. Good job, guys. Okay, bring your fingers wide, toes wide, and point back behind. Great. Reach up, grab those, go to swing, and sit. Really nice. That's really hard for people. Great job. Especially,
we're pros.
Yeah, done this before. So especially for the first time, when people haven't done this before, it can be a little much. So you guys are doing really great. But just know that when you are teaching people that you're going to have to really slow that down and give them some time to get it. And that's okay. Okay, now we're going to piece that all together. Let's watch for the first one, and then we'll do it as a group. Okay. So from the T, star, reverse namaste, hold on to the swing, come down through ladle. Once I'm here, I'm going to bring my legs alive, and I'm going to start to walk back. And I'm going to come into wide strong handstand. I pull forward, up dog, press back, upside down dog. Inhale, pull forward, so weight in your legs the whole time. Pull forward, press back. All right, next time you pull forward, you're going to flipping and skipping. That's really, really fun. Okay, let's do it together. Slow my roll. You ready? Oh, this is a little bit of the ground on that one. Yeah. So your leg loops look a little high.
Too high?
They do. So you can bring the leg loops down one even if you bring the swing up. It's okay.
Okay. So you want 3 down from the swing?
Well, they just look high. It's not necessarily a number, it's more just how they look. That's a brand new swing, so it's not quite as stretchy as some of the other ones. Yeah. Okay, so let's come into our wide straddle. Start out from the beginning. Tee the arms. Inhale here. Exhale, lean back into star. Open it up. Inhale, squeeze the legs together, come to prayer. Push the hips towards the sky. Exhale into reverse ladle stay. Inhale, hold on to the swing. Exhale, slide into ladle. Now once you come into ladle, pause. We're going to turn our palms over. So that's like handstand. Bring your legs wide. Now start to walk your hands towards me, and then you're going to change planes. So bring your legs around. Bring your legs around. There you go. Good. Now once you're here, you're going to inhale and pull forward. Bring your feet down towards the ground. Pull your feet down a lot. Exhale, press back into upside down dog. Inhale, pull forward. Up dog. Exhale, press back upside down dog. Really nice. Okay, this time we're going to pull forward. Use your momentum and then lift your hands and come to sit. Woo! Try to coordinate so you guys don't fall. I think we have plenty of room. Really nice. So changing planes of existence, right? So this roundhouse split is really fun. We have lots of room, but we also want to be really careful not to bump each other, especially when we're upside down. It can be really startling. Okay, so we just have to be aware of one another. Something you want to know. So if you want to slow your roll, just bring one foot down and center it up again. All right, you guys are doing great. Let's just go over that one more time. Inhale, T. Exhale, stop. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, reverse down, stay. Inhale, hold on to the swing. Exhale, ladle. Once we're in ladle, we can bring our hands down. Bring your legs wide and walk it around. Walk towards me. Make sure you bring your legs with you. There you go. Bring your legs at the same time. Don't leave them behind you. Okay? Inhale, open up forward, upside down, up dog, and then press back upside down dog. So upside down dog is where we press our chest towards the earth, but keep weight in your legs. Inhale, pull forward, up dog. Exhale, press back. Now you use your momentum, right? Pull forward, and then you release your hands. And then try coming to sit. Really nice. Very good. So okay to use your hands at first, but if you can find that pivot point, that leverage, that's really helpful to bring your physics in the body. So you're doing great. Did you practice this before?
I played on the swing a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, my body kind of gets the play changes that we've done before. I've been through some.
Yeah, so let's just practice that a couple times then, since we're all pros here. So you're going to wind up in her crotch. That's what I was saying. So just a little bit less swing.
Okay.
You're fine. Just, just be careful of each other. Okay, so now we're going to practice changing planes without going through the vinyasa flow. We're just going to keep our legs wide, lean back, walk it around, pull forward, and then come on back to flow. Okay. Yeah. Good. Yeah, nice.
I find when I forget to use my legs, it's a lot harder than when I go through like getting the toes back together. Then I pop up no problem. But then when I don't think about when I don't try to get the legs back together, then it's like really hard to get back.
Well, what we're doing is we're lowering our center of gravity. So when we push our hips towards the sky and bring our head towards the ground, we're bringing our weight low. Right? We bring our weight to our upper body, to the crown of the head. And then when we pull, we come to sit, we're bringing our weight back into our hips. Really nice.
And when you go back down from here, are you just kind of easing up on the back so this slides down?
Yes.
Your hands?
Yeah, so you just kind of let the weight of your upper body bring the swing down as much as you can. You might want to wiggle a little bit when you're here. So let's all come into our wide straddle handstand, since we're popping around a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so Cody, don't pull forward as much so you're not in the video, okay? You're right there. Perfect. You can come into handstand still. So wide straddle handstand. Wide straddle. Bring your legs wide. The other wide straddle.
So pull up through your core and bring your feet down towards the ground a little bit more. Yes, that's it. So you don't want to be loosey-goosey in the hips. You really want to tuck in. So you pull your navel in. Plant your left hand underneath your chest. Reach for your right toes. Nice. Great. Now go ahead and plant your right hand down and reach for your left toes. We're doing some ollies while we're here. Ollies are a little bit harder. So I'm going to come over and help you so you can learn to twist. So go ahead and plant the left hand down, reach for the right toes. So you have to tuck up through the pelvis and bring your toes towards your hand. Yeah, like that. Go ahead and plant your right hand down. Let's try the other side. Good. And then you're going to tuck and bring your toes towards your hand. Yes. If you try to bring your hands towards your toes, you lose your center point. You lose your axis. Want to try it one more time? Yeah, you got it. Good. You all right back here?
Oh yeah, it's getting warm.
All right, good. We can turn the air on for a little bit if you need. Beautiful. So those are our ollies. Nice, guys. All righty. Well, from here, the only other thing that I usually like to do is practice our scorpion handstands. Okay? So from our handstand position, we bend our knees, bring the bottoms of the feet together, and you're going to pull your head towards your heels and your heels towards your head. So you get a big opening in the front of the belly. You guys feel that? The swing is kind of pushing back against you, so you have that resistance to open up the front of the spine. Beautiful, guys. Now let's see if we can extend the legs, pull forward, come into the roundhouse slip, and sit. Good. Okay, well we have 10 minutes before we need to take a break, and that went really well. So we can kind of move on. We're going to do a little, we'll do a little bit more core strengthening, and then we'll save the superfly for when we get back. Okay, so let's go on down. Let's hang out in our sumo squat for a breath. Are there any questions about that? You guys are pros. It's made my life easier. Coming in.